Good morning to the world. It's another glorious morning in Minecraft. My tea is hot. The house is warm. It's very chilly outside. 30 degrees Fahrenheit, -1 about Celsius. Outside, of course, it is Valentine's Day. All my lovely Valentines on Wednesday. And we have things to do today. We're going to try to get out of the base a little bit. Outside, of course, it is. Of course, I have to do my usual shenanigans with popping out my chat. Here we go. Take a little gander. I don't think I've changed anything since the last time we were together. I do need to work a little bit today on this back wall. And I was going to just build it up to the same height. And I'm not sure I like where it is. Because that's how I roll sometimes. With the changing of my mind. Good morning, Kirk. Hope you are doing good today. I'm debating. I mean, I like any lady. That's pretty good. I could be an any lady or an outie lady. I'm definitely an any lady. The belly button is an any. I know very few people. I think one of my baby sisters is an outie, which is always amusing to me. Oh no, I didn't show up on the feed. You know, YouTube shenanigans. Who knows why? Like, I'm not, it's funny, like, I see you in chat. I don't see you watching. I only have, quote unquote, one watching right now. I mean, you must be off screen. It's fine. You're tired, but okay. Same here. I think that's more kind of mental tiredness for me this morning. I did go to bed at 11 o'clock. Like actual laying it down, sleeping. Not a word. Yeah. I mean, I realize that it's the crack of dawn for you. It's not even dawn yet where you are. You're such a good egg to get up this early. I would stream later, but this is such a great time. I get such good views because there's very little competition in the American market at 8 a.m. Eastern. So that means it's 7 a.m. Central and 6 a.m. Mountain and 5 a.m. West Coast time, Pacific. That's the word I'm looking for. Pacific. Okay, well, I mean, I guess the only thing I did between last time we talked and now is I set down these chests that are holding the stuff we were growing in hopper pots. I don't think I need to grow anymore. I got 2,500 blue flowers. Pretty sure we don't need any more than that. I mean, unless I covered the entire base in XNet cables, but, you know, I don't think that's going to happen today. Oh, your roommate was watching TV till 11:30. Oh my. Yeah, that's tough. Especially when that's, the space that's kind of supposed to be your bedroom. You could offer to buy him a TV to put in another room. We actually have a rule in our house because frankly, I'm one of those creepily annoying light sleepers. I blame my parents because I have like basically Superman hearing. My bedroom's on the main floor. You walk into our house on the top floor and then we have a basement. And physics room's in the basement. That's her living space with her office and the big storage and whatever. It's like a walkout, But up on top is the main living space. And then my bedroom is kind of off over behind the kitchen. And the problem is that when the TV, even though the living room is like, 2 rooms away, if somebody's watching TV in the living room, even with my bedroom door shut, like I can't sleep if there's even a hint of a sound at all. And I'm one of those people that can hear the electronic buzz of the TV being on, even if I can't necessarily hear the voices. So it took some adjustment for me to make it clear that once I was ready to go to bed, there could be no TV watching. So that's the rule. Because there's a TV in everybody's bedroom, right? It's not like I'm denying anybody the ability to actually watch television. Just can't do it up here because it's too loud. And I also have that weird, I know when people are around, like if somebody's nearby my doorway, it bothers me. So, gotta get out of my space so I can sleep. That's basically what happens. Oh. I stream when I feel like you're here to support me. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate that. 100%. We're going to do a couple of things today. I want to go find the end portal. I don't think I'm ready to fight the dragon. I mean, I have good enough tools. Yeah, see, the worst part of others watching TV is the audible voices. That's the thing, is that my brain is trying to hear what's happening. And I don't know if you know this, but when we are asleep, the only part of our body that is still working, like as far as sensory input, is our ears. So let me tell you folks that go to sleep with the TV on, or leave the TV on, or leave some kind of talking something when you're quote unquote sleeping, you're not sleeping. Your brain never rests. So if you wonder why you're feeling exhausted, that's why. You're better off trying some white noise. Like white noise machine. If you need something to drown out stuff so you can go to bed, but don't leave the TV on. You're not actually sleeping. If you're wondering why you're waking up exhausted, that would be why. I've tried to explain this to my family. Noise machine, no problem. Because white noise, our brains tunes out. But anything, any kind of music, any kind of anything, keeps your brain awake. It's in order to survive. Like, you had to be able to hear if there was an animal trying to get in your cave, right? Or people attacking you, even if you were asleep. All animals, most animals, have that sense. Can't sleep with the TV or the radio on. Yeah, no way. I have fallen asleep to somebody on the TV. That usually just means I'm tired. Like, I will generally, if I find myself nodding off, I'll turn off the TV and go right back to sleep. Okay. In addition to finding the end portal today, I would also like to feed some Drigmies some Wilden horns. And if we can find a Wilden den, I guess we could summon Wildens and kill them, but I think finding a den is easier. I'm hoping we'll find one on our way to the portal. Can't sleep with the TV read unless you're medicated. Yeah, that's fair. If you talk too much, tell you to hush. No way. You're helping me think of things to talk about. Like, that's, I think, what's so important about the interaction between a content creator and chat. You know, I try to come to the streams with some kind of idea of what I want to talk about. Oh, that broke. That's so rude. It's okay. We have the technology to make another one, I think. I go like that. And then we look for blaze powder. I have blaze powder in here. I did. Look at that. Magical. Okay. Don't break again, silly. Yeah, I try to come with a topic to chat. But some days, my mind is just a blank. Like, I think Physics and I ran into that last Friday, where I had a bunch of things for us to talk about. And sometimes topic doesn't really lend itself to discussion or conversation. And other times, the silliest thing can make something great to talk about. I think that's the thing. Maybe that's what surprises me so much about the way our political spectrum is right now and how divisive it is. Divisive meaning that nobody talks to each other. Are we still going that way? We are. We're going to be in a boat, apparently. That one broke too. Well, that's just not cool. Oh, we better hit the water. Do I have a topic for today? Yes. I do. And then I realized I didn't really have my thoughts in order. It's what makes good storytelling in media. So you and I actually talked about this briefly yesterday. And that was the difference between quote unquote good TV and bad TV. And I guess in hindsight, there's nothing wrong with crap TV if it entertains you. Okay, I think we need to go. I'm gonna have to throw another one because I think we're going this way. Yeah, I jumped that way off of here. Here we go. Shouldn't be far to get to land. Hopefully this is not underwater. But specifically what makes good storytelling. It's part of the reason I try to get out. Have we ever seen these cliffs before? These are insane. That's why I try to get out of the base occasionally, because it's kind of a fundamental building block to storytelling, which is your main character, me, in case that was unclear, needs media. All sorts of long form video, but also music. I think one of the things I find very disappointing about today's music, because is not that there's no storytelling, there is, but that all of the storytelling is about love. Like, that's it. Our current media fundamental story is relationship driven. And when I was a teenager and in college, music storytelling, this is in the 90s, storytelling in music was about what was currently happening in the world, right? Like REM and Rage Against the Machine and frickin' Fall Out Boy and Green Day. It was about what was happening in the world. So the stories were, I guess, like even Hoosier, who's a phenomenal musician. Get Me to Church, his single that's so famous, is about love. You know? Which is nothing. I mean, we've been singing about love for however many, as long as people have been around, I think. I don't think there's getting away from that. I'm not saying it's not a great thing. Oh, nobody plays instruments anymore. Like there's no bands. It's all digital. I mean, I don't. I hear what you're saying. That the music, the vast majority of popular music is overproduced. It's not a like. There are no White Stripes, right? White Stripes is a 3-piece phenomenal band. And finding that nowadays is really rare. I mean, the band I was the biggest fan of when I was in college was Bush. None of their songs were about, I mean, some of them were about romance, but not the vast majority of them. And it was a 4-piece band, you know? Lead singer, guitarist, bassist, drums. That was it. That was your standard 4-member band. Oh. Oh dear. Okay, it might be here. We went a little far. There were... And I don't want to be one of... So one of the things I used to talk about, one of my best friends is her major in college, her degree is in audio engineering. And she is one of the most knowledgeable people I have ever met about music, particularly popular music. And she listens to stuff that I don't listen to. Oh, I think that just went straight down. Are we here? I think that's my magnet picking it up, but... Oh, did it go down? Where is it? I'm going to go with yes, that the end fortress is right here. That one break. Yep, it went straight down. Okay. Beautiful. We're here. Okay. White Stripes are a 2-piece. I believe you are correct. I guess I always think of vocals as the third piece. But yes, there are only 2 people. Where, oh where is my end fortress? Oh. That's a cave. That doesn't bode well. Unless it's underneath us still even more. Possibly. Ouch! I would like to not have things jump on my head down here. So we're just gonna light it up a little. Mr. Creeper. Thank you, sir. But yes, I agree that it's difficult to find music that has melody and instruments and lyrics that tell a story that's not about like a high school version of romance. And I used to be very I used to listen to a lot of country music. I don't think you can be from Texas and not listen to country. And I love country music, don't get me wrong. Grew up listening to Garth Brooks, George Strait. My favorite song was Fast as You. And I can't... Dwight Yoakam, I was like, I can't remember the singer, Dwight Yoakam. It's a great song. Kirk says he's blown away by anyone who plays an instrument and sings. Bass, guitar, drums. The case of Dresser Toll, the flute, yes. I will never forget the first time I heard Queen. I was 17 years old. I had gone with my then boyfriend to California to participate in a very famous San Francisco Bay Area treasure hunt that took place on Angel Island. A bunch of friends who've been doing it for years and years. And I don't know if I'm going to find the end fortress here. I might have to go back up there and see. I don't see it. And we were at, we were at somebody's house, like getting ready to go, right? Like we were all gonna like drive vans out there or something. Somebody had a van. Anyway, and it's 4 o'clock in the morning, something ridiculous. I'm tired and I'm laying on the couch in their living room. And one of the roommates goes over and puts on this record. And I like came up out of a like half snooze. And I was like, who is this? And the song was Bicycle, of all things. And then Fat Bottom Girls. And then Bohemian Rhapsody. Which I recognize Bohemian Rhapsody, of course. I just hit bedrock and did not hit the end portal. in the wrong place. Let us go back to the surface and try again. Kirk says he listens to classic rock quite a lot. Metal, see, you and Carrie, the metalheads. I did not listen to metal much. From the 80s to the mid-2000s. Secret passion for 80s pop. I can totally respect that. My favorite 80s pop song is Aha, Take On Me. Something about that transports me back 30 years in an instant. You heard Queen's We Will Rock You. When you were 6 at your mom's wedding reception, you're blown away. Freddie's your favorite singer of all time. I'm going to say yes. I think he is. He's got the voice, right? That's like the crazy rare. I am not religious, and I will tell you that that's the kind of voice that has been touched by something not of this world. Love the video, the Aha, yeah, oh my god. And maybe that's part of the reason. It's one of the first videos I saw on MTV, back when MTV played music videos. And of course, as we all know, the first video on MTV was Video Killed the Radio Star. And I could not tell you who sang that. I could sing it. Oh, or nighttime. Let's take a nap before we go up there. Sleep in a little cubby hole. So yeah, music. And music is so important. Music is a way to connect with people. Ah! Oh, did you give me the plague? Rude. Sorry, screaming during our chill Minecraft. Okay, we done? Forget there would be bad guys out here. I mean, duh, there'd be bad guys out here, but you know. Okay, I'm a little confused as to why we didn't find the end portal. Down there. Let me throw another one. Let's go this way a little bit. And see if maybe... See, it's like... Can you not say we did? It says it's right here. Like, I keep throwing it, and it keeps... Let me turn my magnet off. Let's try that. Maybe I'm adversely interfering. That broke. Jeez Louise. I lost it. And now I don't have the magnet to pull it back. There it is. Okay, we gotta watch it. See if it goes underground. Yep, it went right there. See? Maybe we were just off by a couple blocks. It says it's right there. Where was I digging? I could have sworn I was digging right over here. Yeah, right there. Okay, well, we'll try here. It just went. Nothing like digging some holes in the ground. It's okay, it scared you too. Yeah, okay. And Freddy's teeth were a mess, massive overbite. He had many chances to repair them and refused because it could change his voice. Yes. That's fascinating to me. End portals usually aren't terribly deep. Like, if this fails, we'll go into spectator and see if we can see it. I feel like I'm just off by a couple of blocks or something. I also may have... There's that same cave I was in. Okay, I give up. Let's do spectator and just peek. Are we? We're right on top of it. Okay, we're good. We're golden. I just... Sometimes you just gotta look. We just missed it. For whatever reason. Okay, it should be here somewhere. I mean, we're not down far enough yet. God, my inventory is very scary. What is this we're picking up? Schist. What the heck? Schist. Oh, it looks nice. Cracked, polished. I like it. I would like it even better if I could find the fortress. We just not... I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Keep believing. Just keep believing, Winnie. Ah, there it is. Ta-da! Right into the stairway. Perfect. Which stops right here. It's very interesting. Am I out of torches? Seriously, game? Oh, look. Good thing I collected that coal. We're going to need more than that, though. Da, da, da. Get another stack. There's 64. And because lighting up fortress is no joke. Bueller. I'm home. Yeah, it's kind of a mixture of Lucy. You're not into music like you used to be. You used to listen to music daily, depending on the mood. It could be anything. Big band, swing, Motown. Yeah. Somewhere along the way, I've stopped doing it for me and only listen when the mood really strikes me. Yes. Totally hear what you're saying. Music I find as I've aged, I have to consciously make an effort to listen to music. And I know, oh wow, we found it. We found it. You guys. Are we done? Of course, one of the blocks had silverfish in it. Okay, I do not believe in endangering yourself. So the lava must die. The lava must die. Oh, let's see what's in the chest. Gem, dark steel, iron. We have Ender IO in this, really? Oh. Favorite guitarist is a bit odd. Most people like Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin or Jimi Hendrix from Eric Clapton. You love the way Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits plays. Oh, interesting choice. Okay, I'm actually going to get rid of this chest. You want to get rid of a looter chest? Hold down shift and click. This feels like a tiny end portal. It makes me wonder if we found one of the secondary ones because of where we are. Like, we're 4,000 blocks away from spawn. Technically, in Minecraft, there are end portals about every 2,000 blocks. Okay, we are not going to jump in there because technically we are not ready for a dragon fight. I need some potions of slow falling. Gonna light this up a little. Need potions of slow falling. A better bow. This is only power 3. Yeah. Or a better magic spell with ranged damage. Oh, it's a tiny moon. That means I can jump. Okay. Yeah, I think we found a tiny inn fortress, which is cool. What we're going to do is set a home down here. Since I have a bazillion homes, we're just going to say set home and portal. Ta-da! I'm actually going to do a couple of things like leave a bed here. So we'll make one. Yes, I can set a home. See, I did that before I even checked the chat. I did. I want to use the teleporters from RF Tools at some point, because I think that's more, especially if you're on a server. Like, the default for homes for this pack is to have one home, but I always increase the number of homes because I'm like that, and it's my server. Especially because it's got the FTB mods in it, and FTB handles the maps and the chunk loading and the homes FTB utilities. Okay, somewhere I thought I had dye in the storage. Like, give me a flower game. I guess we could use red. Oh, here's some blue. Make a blue bed. Physics will be jealous Like a little platform bed. I don't really care about it being night. Well, we'll reset our spawn here. We'll sleep. And then we can duck back home. And then I think the only other thing... We can't go into the inn until we're ready to fight the dragon because there's no way out right now until you defeat the dragon. Defeating the dragon opens up the portal home. Unless we want to just go and die. But I don't, what would the point of that be? So, success. We have found the end portal. Woo! And I think what we can do is... maybe I shouldn't have slept. I need to check and see if I have some phantom membranes. I do not. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of staying up late. We were discussing media and what makes a good show. Yeah, when we talked the other day, you said character growth was an essential factor. Yes. 1000%. It is, and it's not, so here's the other thing I was thinking. It's not that I want the character to change in some way that's drastically out of character. So there's a difference, right, in writing between character development, which is how somebody changes naturally based on their experiences, you know, character growth, and when an author like has a character that changes in such a way that it feels out of character, I can't stand that. Like, that's the whole, this character would never do that thing. And I think a large part of that is that's when an author doesn't really know their character or hasn't taken the time to develop them in depth enough to know what they would do in those circumstances. And that brings us back to your point, which is that means that your character development is weak, right? See if you agree with me. Like, I dislike it when I'm watching something and then a character does something and I'm just like, what on earth? They would never do that. Like, why is that character doing that? Because there's nothing in the story so far that would give me an indicator that that character would behave in that way. Like, it's just out of left field. You're like, what? What is happening? That person wouldn't do that? I think that's probably more true in books, but I mean, books are also stories, just like TV is stories, and movies are stories. An example for you that you don't like is in films when Data got the emotional chip. He changed so drastically it was a turn off. Doesn't he choose to put it away though? And it's been a million years. But isn't it just for the episode? Or did he keep it? I guess he kept it. Luke in the new Disney Star Wars is so out of character. Yeah. I haven't seen that. But I have heard. That's like, watch the Harry Potter movies, right? I was a huge fan of the books. And okay, here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to move our storage system. Because it's time to be terrifying. Okay, we're gonna go bling. And then crafted. And then gear. Blocks. Mob drops. Green stuff, that's organics. And then the controller. And then I think we'll bring basic things like all of our statues and cow heads. Data keeps it and comes to grip with it, but in the episode, yeah, when it first is introduced, it's very like it totally takes you out of the story. It's just like, what the heck is this? Oh wow, that was full of stuff. Okay, that's fine. There's stuff in here, of course there is. Right, we'll organize it all when we get back. I will leave a crafting table. I have no way to get to my stuff now until this is set up again. Oh dear. Okay. Poppies will leave. Rat stuff I'll come back for. It's a spare storage thing. Can't leave without our zombie statue. And the actual signs that help us know what things are. Do I have any blocks? Do have wood. Oop. Like, there we go. Oh wait, I think that was a, yeah, stonework. That I accidentally whacked out of place. Okay. I gotta take my flower pots with me. Like, that seems really important. And the endermite statue, which I have no room to carry. There we go. And we'll come back for the rest. We need to. Chicken. Chicken head. Very important. All the things. We need all the things. If I'm a fan of Star Wars at all, skip 7, 8, and 9. I haven't seen them. I'm pretty sure I watched the prequels. Maybe I saw 7, possibly. Pretty sure Han Solo's really old. But no, the prequels kind of made me lose all interest. I am a huge fan of the original trilogy, and we'll just leave it at that. Okay, big decision time. Workshop on the ground floor, or workshop where the pretty ceiling is. I think that's the answer right there. We got to do it here. I might move my elevator over here so that it makes more sense. I'm not running across the building to get up here. It would make even more sense if I put the elevator right in front of the workshop. So when I come up, I would be facing the pretty window to do all the things. Like, I don't want the storage to actually be, although that's where I'm going to do all my crafting. Let's see. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's move the elevators first, because that seems to make the most sense. Gimme. Gimme. And gimme. And we're going to be going in and out right here a lot, I feel like. That's that with that. Can I get that? Maybe. Nope. That's not it. Nope. 20. There we go. There we go. And then that puts an elevator right there too, which is perfect. Let's go to sleep because it's nighttime. Hey, Dan. Welcome. Go fight the boss, kill the Ender Dragon. We might do that before the end of the episode. We got some time. We got some time. Okay, we definitely want our... You know, our storage doesn't have to be a round thing. It doesn't have to block the window. I could make it... What do I say? Oh! Can't crouch on the elevator. That's bling. That's the storage scanner. That's crafted. Blocks. I think gear. Mob drop. Something else. I could even hide it underneath, but it's important to be able to get to it. And then the empty extra one, so that we still have the window behind it. I like that. And we need the power, which means I need to put up the other dimensional cell, which I left back at the other base. I'm pretty sure. Nope, that's the wrong one. Oh, it should be... I could have sworn I just chucked it down, like, right here. What did I do with our dimensional power cell? Maybe it's not even down. Did I decide not to set it down because I didn't know what I wanted to do with it? Probably. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I don't think I put it anywhere yet. I think it's in the storage. Okay. I do want phantoms. Oh, no sleeping. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. No sleeping. Keep forgetting. That is a feature. Okay. Allergies are still a thing. Oh, the tea is still hot. We're halfway there. Let's put a little... All right, we want all those to be routable. Oh, you have just enough, it has just enough power to keep doing a thing for a hot minute, which is great. There we go. I want a mount. Why is not all of you there? What keeps popping into my inventory? Okay, that one's empty. That's all of our blocks. That's all the crafted. What we really want to do is set this up with the XNet. I want it to be 3. all routable. Oh, I see. Amount. Yeah, descending. There we go. Oh, look, there's our storage. Very nice, very nice. Okay, bling goes back in there. What's happening? Sounds like I'm still picking stuff up. Very strange. Very, very strange. Okay, that's mob drops. Gotta put some of our fancy statues on here. You know, we've got to put our pretty flower. Hopefully it sticks to... Where's the center? Yay, and it goes. What am I still picking up? I can hear the little click, click, click of picking stuff up. I'm not sure why. Very strange. I don't understand. Make some little... Oh, I want those to hang down, maybe. So there should be... Oh, there's 4 of them. We want the flowers that go in them. And I need the fences. I'm so excited about actually being able to use the storage. We're going to set it up. Oh, I keep trying to run back over there. That'll take a minute. Yay, hot tea. Exactly. Like, wow, I'm going to move all this off camera because this is insanity. And it belongs in like 10 different storages. I feel like I'm going to have to separate wood from blocks. Probably. Because of limitations on storage space. There's some fences. We'll use the Umbran for now. This also begs the question, do I have... I do. Okay, we're turning this into the wood chest. Which means... Where blocks? Blocks are over here. Okay, wood, 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 wood. Wood, 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 wood. So exciting. Pulse pounding, storage, rearrangement. Oh, my magnet is picking up the source berries from the farm above me. Let's fix that. Okay, that's... I was like, why am I picking things up? Making me crazy. I'm putting my little starbunkles out of work. Y'all gotta work. Oh, look. We have 1.5 source jars full. That's phenomenal. There they go. They're working now. No, I didn't dream that sound. This is crazy. Okay, we definitely want... Always have to have water nearby. I'll make this fancy with shelves and things. I've lost... Where'd that go? There it is. The disadvantage. Okay, we got plenty of light. All I was doing was hanging flower pots. There we go. And then I think we put something fun in them. That's very nice. Maybe I want this one to be white. Let's see. The aesthetics are very important. Gotta make sure you have your chicken head and your cow head and your statues all. There we go. Now it's starting to look like a home. Gotta put my stack of books up here. You know, all I'm lacking is a clipboard. Really? It's the Endermite. Where do we put him? Up there. Nice. Okay. Starting to look like a real house thing. That's crafted. That's wood. Organics. I guess I can put the signs on them for now so I don't lose my mind trying to figure out where stuff is. Oh, we're definitely going to need that. And a couple of those. So we'll kind of make a... Oh, we don't really need the cauldron. It's just for looks. Sir. There's an Enderman in my base. We dropped an Ender Pearl and an Enderman head. Nice. We're gonna need that for Ender IO. That's excellent. Thank you, sir. Nope, I was wrong. Give me that. Okay, Crafty McCrafterson stuff. Bling is right underneath. Only we're probably going to... I'm probably going to hide stuff back here, maybe. Maybe I should have brought it one block further. Okay, that's blocks. That's crafty stuff. Even though my magnet is not on, we're going to put it back where it lives. Okay, the backpack is empty. Now, let's turn this into an XNet storage system, I think. Let's try. First, we have one connector. That's a start. Don't have any controllers. Do I have cable? I do have some cable. Okay. we're gonna need a couple of things. First, we need an XNet controller. And I'm not sure I have any of those. No. Case. And then we need a couple of repeaters. And a comparator. Have all the other stuff. There's our controller. Now we need a bunch of connectors, which are just chests with blue dye and redstone and etc, etc. But we need one for every block we want to connect. So I'm going to make at least 16. We also need power, which means I need to try to find the dimensional power cell that I made. What did I do with it? Let's go check. And look at me not sleeping. Woo. Did I put it out here? I did. There it is. I found it. Okay, that's going to be our power. Every time I come out here, I'm going to grab a couple of things and put them back in the other storage system. We'll just fill up our inventory with stuff every time. And that way we'll move slowly over time. Okay. The only problem with this is you can't stick it back in there I mean, you can, but you have to turn on and off everything, which is just kind of a pain in the butt. We will replace this with a refined storage system, probably sooner rather than later, since that is much easier and it lets you put things back, just throw them back into the storage system without really worrying about where they belong. That is wood. That's a crafted thing. That's clouds from the Aether. More wood. Da, da. I mean, there's tons of wood in here. Obviously. I mean, technically, is a sign wood? I'm gonna go with sure. Crafty Crafterson stuff. Okay. That's our power cell. Let's put our signs on here. Kind of makes me wish we had half signs. I just want to do the most important ones, like crafted. These are mob drops. That's organic. That's gear. And I still am able to access all of them, even around the signs. Okay, here's what we want to do. We want to... Where am I going to stick stuff? I'm going to put the controller in this corner and the power in that corner. And we want it to say all sides are out. So this is a dimensional cell. It is now sharing power with the dimensional cell down here. It's hooked up to our reactor. And it's actually pulling. Are you on? Yes, it's sucking the power out of there. Like it does. Okay. RF tool storage with XNet. I did this in my Direwolf episode too. Basically what you want to do is you want to put a connector on every block that you want to interact with. And in this case, that's every storage block, right? Now, because everything's connected, I don't actually need cables, I don't think, because this should see all those blocks. This is the XNet controller. Now, to get this started, what do we call the furnace that makes energy? I can't remember, but I have made one from generator. There's the word. Yay. You need to jumpstart the XNet controller. You need to give it just enough power to get started so that it can start functioning. And literally, like, that's plenty right there. Because I want to demonstrate what happens when you actually turn this on. So the first thing we want to do is provide power to the controller. And I believe the controller and the storage scanner both need power. So we're going to create a new energy channel. And it's going to extract from the dimensional cell. And it's going to insert into the storage scanner and the controller, which is the last two blocks on this list. And so it should, so there it's powering that up. We already had power in there. So now we're good with energy. Yay. Now we want to tell it that this is a storage system. And so we go to the second channel, and there's actually an option for the type of channel called RF Tool Storage. We want to do that. The storage scanner is the storage system. So we just toggle that block to be the storage system. The controller isn't a part of the system, but all these modular storages are just inventories. So we want to make sure we've labeled them as we're creating a node on this channel for inventory. So now all of these are inventories, and we can actually call the channel storage. Yay. Like we'll call the first one power. Yep. So we have a power channel, a storage channel, and then we go to the storage scanner. And instead of telling it what radius to look for blocks in, we're going to slide this little slider all the way to the left until it says XNet and then click it. And now these are all, I mean, I know the visual didn't change because we'd set it up correctly anyway. But if we left this at radius and clicked it, it would include things like the dimensional power cell and the controller. We don't want that. We want it to operate via XNet. So there is a completed XNet storage system. Ba-doom. Ba-doom, ba-doom. And the order of these matters. So what I want to do is put our bling chest at the top. Because if I'm going to throw stuff in storage without looking or going to the thing, most of the time it's going to be bling. So like charcoal goes right into the bling because it's the first one on the list. You could also set up filters. I want the next one to be crafted things. And you could also, like, if I wanted to put stuff back in crafted, like this generator, if I made the bling chest unroutable, then the crafted chest would be first. And so if I put stuff back, it would go into the crafted chest. And then I could just turn the bling chest back on for crafting. That makes sense. To me, it makes sense. I might not have explained that fully and wholly, but yeah. Happy Valentine's Day. Yes. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. You know, Panda pointed out something really interesting last night that I'm not sure I was aware of, and that Valentine's Day is really intended to give folks an opportunity to express their affection to people who may not know that they have a crush on them or whatever. I thought that was cool. Wow, this might be easier to bring. Wow, there's the builder. Bring that whole chest up here. Okay, there's crafted. I guess. Where am I gonna put glass and things? I mean, technically those are blocks. That is weird arrows are gear. I guess glass is just going in blocks along with terracotta and everything else. Once I get the wood out of there, that'll free up. Like maybe if I search based on log and then pull all that out of there and put it in the wood chest. Like a so. It's actually pretty fast. That'll help free up some room. And then if I say plank, it's amazing. And then what else would things go? Maybe wood. Yes. What else? I think I got most of it. Oh, except all the stuff that's made out of wood. I definitely want to grab that. Not a window. Window can stay in here. And then all the sticks. Nope, nope. Sticks. I need a stick. Because in my brain, sticks are also wood. So that's good. That got rid of 100 stacks out of here. That's a wunderbar. Okay, now we go up. How are we doing on source? 2 full jars. That's excellent. I'm going to go dump all this XP in my XP holder. Because it's important and precious and amazing. Starbunkles are doing their thing. Good job, buddies. We might actually be able to enchant our armor today. I think that's enough source. Possibly. I may need to set up a source link. I don't know. I don't know if it automatically provides it to the enchanting apparatus. I'm just impressed I got the Starbunkles. Oh, you know, the other thing we didn't do was look for Drigmies. I'm such a goober sometimes. We need to go out and do that. They're usually... You can see them on the map sometimes. They're not a creature with a mob head, but they'll show up as a little white dot. Like, we should probably go look in the fields near our base. And I bet we would find some. Potentially, possibly. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Okay, I am going to move the charging station and the storage. And the furnaces. Leave a crafting table. I want to move all the crafting and construction tables, but I feel like my brain will just want to come down here if I'm crafting. So I'll leave them for now. Okay, crafted. Charging station. And this is the one that has all the junk in it. Bling, bling. Crafted, crafted. Do I need a regular furnace? I might. We might. We need to... that's the other thing we should do. We should make electric furnaces from something. Okay, that's gear and cobblestone. And just random stuff. Bling and more bling. And organics. Okay, I think we'll just go along and do this as we go. You know, I think the thing that's the most common in here is probably going to be the wood. Because this is where I put everything I've been harvesting for building. Gear. Crafted. Let's put out one regular furnace. And let's load up our furnaces with fuel. So I don't have to do it later. And let's take a look at what we have in here for processing. Like, do we have... I know we have Ender IO. That might be fun to get into today. Because we have to go down to Bedrock. Oh, the other thing I keep forgetting is that I don't have a mine here. I keep going back to home base to do mining. So maybe we should dig down to Bedrock here. and do a little bit of Ender IO shenanigans. Because we need a flint and steel. Okay, we should make a couple of those actually. Because Ender IO has a very fun starter mechanism. Fortune mending, boon of the earth. And that begs the question, where should I dig down for mining? I don't even know what we're going to put in this tower yet. It's huge though. Will we even need it? It might just be decorative. Maybe that'll just be my house. I know, right? Like the horrors. How have I survived? It'd be nice to make one and then just put an elevator in it. And so like the last stop on the elevator would be like ground floor and then boom, mine all the way down at bedrock. We could do that eventually. I think for right now, I will put it... Ooh, a crimson moon. Wish I knew what all these moons did. I need to get... There's a wiki page on that mod for all the moon stuff. Let's just dig down over here. I know I just dug straight down, but you can usually dig straight down the first few blocks. You know what I didn't do? Is reset my storage now that I've moved it. Hold please. And what I mean by that is we have to link this tablet to the new location. Because I don't believe it works right now. Yeah, no, the entity is missing. So we're going to take the screen module out of the tablet. Shift right. Oh. Okay, not standing on the elevator. Shift right click on the storage scanner so that our little screen module is now connected to that. And then we put it back in our tablet. And now our tablet is hooked up to the proper storage system. We also need wood in here. Oh no, those are blocks. Oh dear. Okay, this is going to get me confused to have blocks in a different chest than wood. That's glass. Gonna need these. Always take some cobble. I was gonna get ladders. That was the other goal. Or maybe scaffolding. Yeah, we'll do scaffolding for now. Since I have a ton of it. Not that they're any faster or slower than ladders, but... Oh. Down. I think this is our second night not sleeping. Just good. We should start getting phantoms in one more night. Zoom all the way to bedrock. Because to do Ender IO crafting, we're going to set some bedrock on fire. And I'm hoping that my server settings, because I have fire tick turned off, or fire damage turned off. And hopefully that won't interfere with this mechanism, which is that we set bedrock on fire with a flint and steel. And then as that fire goes out, it has the potential to generate one of the crafting ingredients for Ender IO. Okay, we're just gonna mostly disregard this huge cavern. Who's that? What are you? A warped shroomling. What are you doing in the overworld, buddy? From the Nether's overhaul. Like, why are you here, dude? Also, is this where I came down? Or is this... No. Oh no, very huge mistakes have been made. Oh, here we go. I hate when I lose track of where I am. Let's, that's the hole we came down. I'm just gonna light this up a little bit. I don't think that's good enough. What the heck is all that? This is what happens. I get distracted. What is this? Corpse flower. Dusk trap. Give me that. Creepy. Drop leaf. Oh no, I bet I needed a shear for that one. Okay, these are too creepy. Back we go. I see you, another ratty dude. My goodness. This reminds me of our looking for dripstone adventure where I got completely 100% distracted. Okay. Have I lost? No. Keep going. Looking for... Here we go. That's why we mark things, Winnie. Okay. Carrying on. And we will leave maybe the sides open a tiny bit. We can see that there's a cavern here, but not die. There we go. Okay. And for those of you who don't know, I'm not gathering the iron because we have an amazing iron farm. I have more iron than I will ever know what to do with. Right now we're headed for bedrock to do some Ender IO crafting to get some of the starter materials we need for that. Ooh, we got diamonds. And I have a weird perk on my pickaxe called Boon of the Earth. That means as I mine stone or deep slate, ores drop. So I've gotten a coal ore, a lappy, an emerald, and a diamond. And those add up, believe it or not. Very important. Like there's another lappy. And I think it's anything that's ore dictionary to stone, which is great. I feel like we've spent the vast majority of this episode digging. Ooh, what are you? Geo ore. Oh, did we find a copper geonode? Okay, so this pack has these geodes that grow more than just amethyst. Oh yeah. Oh, that's really cool. We go right down through the middle of it, of course. That's all right. Let's see. That's definitely... It's fine. We may lose a couple of these and as sacrifices. Diamonds. 21 diamonds. Wow. What fortune do we have on here? Fortune 4. That's why I'm so diamond rich right now. Okay, this is where it comes down. So we'll keep going. I'm gonna light this up and we'll come back to it. Because how cool is that? 4 copper geo or shards. And I think there is a way to turn these into... Yes, if you smelt the shards, they turn into copper. So basically... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Dadgummit. These 18 shards would turn into copper ore. That's fantastic. So we'll be very careful with this. And for right now, we'll just keep digging down. Bedrock right here. Nice. Okay, so let's go away from... We are carefully going away from the copper awesomeness. Which means I may end up moving this drop. Oh, more diamonds. What do we get this time? 13. Yes, please. Okay, I'm just going to clear out a little area here next to the bedrock. Because we need the bedrock exposed. In fact, we're just going to do that. Like so. I need room to stand. And I'm going to turn my magnet back on to help with this. Because this will be very important. There we go. I'm going to put a little bit of light in here. Not enough to interfere, but enough to light up the room. Then we take our flint and steel. We just start setting shit on fire. And hopefully as these fires go out... Okay. I could not stand in them. That's it. It makes grains of infinity from Ender.io. This is my kind of crafting. Quit saying what you're typing without reading. Get out of my head. Exactly. And we're going to need a couple of stacks of these. Let me get where I can reach a lot. This is such an odd and at the same time really fun crafting mechanism. I mean, when else do you get the excuse to set a bunch of stuff on fire? I would recommend using a magnet with this. It'll help immensely with collecting, because the risk of this is that you do lose the items in the fire. And I don't know if the game sounds are audible, but you should be hearing the little funky pops as it makes the grains of infinity. There we go, and we'll also use the one in my backpack. So we got 60 so far. And this is just a crafting ingredient for Ender.io. Super fun. I believe in modded there is a way to automate this, because we have Not cork. What do we have? Cyclic? Yeah. We could probably use... That's a block rotator. Block placer, block breaker. Harvester miner. Item user. We could use the item user and the item pickup vacuum from the mod farm mod, which is just called mob grinding utilities. Mob grinding utilities. And fill the item user with a bunch of oh my gosh. These flint and steels. Ha! And it would automatically, as long as the chunks were loaded, it would automatically make it for us. But for right now, I'm going to replace the flint and steel that I took out of my inventory. And we will go find where I came down. Oh, should be over here. And make a ladder up. It echoes off into the distance. Oopsie, you're an adult male. You can do that whenever the fancy strikes me. It's true. It's very true. It's the long, slow climb. I think our base is up at like 120. We're at -5 right now. Gonna be a while. I think you can eat on ladders. Gonna have snacks while I'm on ladders, probably. Sorry, on scaffolding. Oop. Gotta use more. I think this is why I was preferring scaffolding, because ladders would have been very expensive. And I already had a bunch of scaffolding from all the building. Of course, I think this has used almost 3 stacks. At least in Minecraft. Oh, there we go. We're out. Yay. Okay, that is now our mine shaft. Or at least a way to get down there. We might make it fancy. Might use elevators. We'll put crafted things away. Okay. I'm gonna put the grains of infinity in the bling chest. For reasons. What else? Let's finish moving a couple more logs into... Also move the planks into the wood chest. I'm gonna need these for Steph. Oh no, that was my cobblestone. Give me that back. And I want to experiment with the... Yeah, the copper geodes. Geor turns into copper ingots. That's so cool. I love it. Okay, blocks is the other thing we want to get out of here. Like so. Oh, my magnet's on. I was like, why am I picking stuff up again? There we go. These little dudes. Oh, such a nice rain. Also, isn't it nice that we're inside in the rain? We don't have to be rained on anymore. Although it is fairly dark here. Let's see if we can hide some... like ambient lighting, maybe? Can I stick maybe lanterns behind the statues? Let's see what we have in here. Yeah, I got some of the iron lanterns. If I stick you there and there, that gives us a little more light in the work area. Muy importante. And maybe we'll put a couple over here in the corner. So we have a little less. I mean, these corners are really dark. There we go. A little less like a morgue in here. Okay, Ender IO. All I really want to do is make the basic smelter and crusher. So I think we have to start with pitiful versions. Wow, all that glass is crazy. There we go. Primitive, that's it. Primitive versions. So I want a primitive alloy smelter, a regular alloy smelter. Oh, it doesn't even use it in its construction. Never mind. I don't care about a primitive one. We need to make some void chassis. Painting machine, generator. We don't need a generator. Sag mill. That's their version of a crusher. We want one of those. Slice and spice. There's all kind of cool stuff you can do with Ender IO. Okay, the alloy smelter is between the alloy smelter and the sag mill. That's really all we need for now. Yeah. Okay, so we just need a couple of void chassis. 1, 2. And do we have enough? I think I have dark steel and those compound gears just hanging out from all of our looting. 1 alloy smelter. Fantastic. And a sag mill. Do we have a piston? No, I'm missing a piston. Nope, I do have a piston. Perfect. Okay. And in order to power these guys, I am super tempted to make yet another dimensional cell, but I think instead what I'll do is stagnal on the top, alloy smelter on the bottom, and as long as we add capacitors, which we've also gotten from looting, they're these strange glowing, these things, loot capacitors. Let's see. And they have, that's actually a pretty good one. That's actually a pretty good one. Let's see how we go here. That holds, that's a great one. 700K. Do we have enough power in our system? I mean, I realize that we have 15 million. But let's look. Is it pulling it from... Okay. We're storing it in the energy battery and pulling it from the reactor. Which is fine. Let's give it a little more redstone and coal so it's more energy efficient. Probably need to put a little more fuel in it. There we go. It's got plenty of dry ice. It's going great guns, filling up our 2 Ender IO machines. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, now here's the fun part. if I go to all these ores that I haven't processed yet, like let's take our coal ore. And I think if I look at the recipes for coal ore, if I put the coal ore in a sag mill, I automatically get 3 coal, and I have a chance to get powdered coal and a diamond and cobblestone. So what are we going to get? There's our cobblestone. No diamonds, but we got powdered coal, which we're going to need for making, solar panels, photovoltaic compound, and dark steel. So we need powdered coal to make dark steel, which requires obsidian and iron. And do we have any dark steel already? Yes, we have looted 41 of them. Holy smokes. That's amazing. But what I'm really interested in, Ender.io has special ores like this: vibrant alloy, pulsating alloy, and redstone alloy. And it's those things that let us craft like power cables and fluid cables and item cables. And Ender.io conduits are really cool. So let's look at, real quick, let's make some conduit binder, which is gravel, sand, and clay. Because I need a stack of that. Maybe, yeah. I think a stack is plenty. And then if we put that in our, we want to alloy and smelt. Mostly I just want to smelt. And so it crafts, it makes 6 per craft, I think. Yeah. So we should end up with 2 stacks of conduit binder from 1 stack of composite, I believe. Kirk is hungry. I am hungry. I have oatmeal waiting for me. Oatmeal with raisins and walnuts and a little bit of butter and then some heavy whipping cream, because in this house we don't use milk in our coffee. We always have heavy whipping cream on hand, heavy cream. Because somebody I know has to have heavy cream in their coffee. Physics. She's so funny. You know, what do I get when I smash up cobblestone? Don't I get gravel plus some kind of... Yeah, I get flint as a bonus. And then if you put flint in the Ender.io, like there's a slot there for... Basically, it's a grinding increaser, so it increases the chance. So bonus output gives you 125% chance by putting flint in there. And if you grind enough cobblestone, it also gives you sand. That's cool. So we could actually make we could use our cobblestone generator, since we have infinite cobblestone from these little magic things. Where is it? Here we go. Cobble for days. We could make the cobble for days generator and run it through a series of 3 sag mills. Like if you put gravel in a sag mill, you get sand every time. So we would get sand, gravel, and flint from cobble. So we could generate infinite sand and gravel. I think I may do that. And you could do it pretty easy with the Ender IO conduits, moving stuff around, and then a couple of storage drawers. So it takes a while to fill up, but eventually you'll fill it up with gravel, and once the gravel is full, you'll fill up the sand, because you'll use the gravel to make the sand, and then you'll fill up the flint. Like, I kind of dig auto making sand. That saves me trips. Like, I've been tearing apart the rivers and the beaches for sand, and I think we're low on sand right now. Yeah, like, I mean, yes, I realize there are 8 stacks there, but to me that's low because they all get converted to glass. Glass is what I need the most of. Oh, that's blast furnace. Try that again. Oh, and if I move that out of the way, you can make glass super fast, 3 at a time. And Ender IO. So I could actually hook up an alloy smelter to that whole little network of 3 sag mills. Maybe 2 sag mills? Really only need 2. Cobble? And then what do I get if I grind sand? Silicon. Which we need. We need silicon for the refined storage system. That was my biggest worry, is go to the internet, figure out how to, I was going to do pink slime and go the industrial foregoing route to get silicon generating from a machine in industrial foregoing. But Ender IO makes it like automagic from cobble, which means it doesn't cost us anything but energy, which is pretty amazing. Okay, I'm going to think about that, and we'll probably set that up. Ah! I looked at the Enderman. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Hello. Hello, sir. Ooh, 2 ender pearls. Nice. Where was I? Yes, other than looking at Enderman. So we can automatically generate gravel, sand, silicon, and glass from cobblestone. That's the ticket. Look at that, 11 silicon. And then we'll filter the flint back in there to help with the rates. Okay. So to do that, let's go ahead and craft the things we would need, which would be fluid conduit. No, we need item conduits, which is pulsating alloy nuggets and conduit binder. So a pulsating alloy nugget is ender pearls and iron. And with the energy exchange thing, which I don't know why I can't remember the name of, light exchange, we can turn our ridiculous amounts of iron. Look at this idiocy. We can turn ridiculous amounts of iron into ender pearls. Like, give me a stack of ender pearls. Boom, there's a stack. Give me another stack. There's another stack. Ha! It's craziness. Absolute craziness. And with that, I actually want to make it alloys only. We put iron and ender pearls. And away it goes, making us some pulsating alloy ingots. So that should be... We'll let it finish cooking the rest. I'll take these 6, turn them into nuggets. Little nuggets, and put them back in here. Put that in here. And put the conduit binder in crafted. And then we can go in here and make, what did I say? Item conduits. Boom, 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 boom. Ender IO item conduits. And these are amazing because you can put filters on them. So the Ender IO filters, that's a redstone filter. The heck is black paper? Oh, it's used in the redstone filter. Okay. So Ender IO has gone through some changes since I've used it. So this will also be a little bit of a learning experience for me. There's all of our pipes. Filter, filter, filter. Maybe they just magically have filters now. Location printout. I don't even know what that is. Redstone filter base. Could have sworn you just, if you set Ender IO things down and they're hooked to an inventory. See how they connect? Yeah, then you just right click and you can insert or extract on a separate channel, but there should be a place for a filter. I guess it is the redstone filter base. Well, we're gonna have to make one of those because I don't know what it does. Oh, gotta stop standing on my elevator and crouching. So I feel like that doesn't really do anything. There are filters for create. There's the redstone filter base for Ender IO. Item filters. Bulk item filters for modular routers. I'm gonna have to do a little playing around because I don't understand how filters work. They used to just be a filter and you right clicked it in the air and you just set the blocks that you wanted filtered. Redstone channel, round robin. Like, do I just, I mean, you could stick dirt in there, but that seems not. Do you put it in a table on a crafting grid of the thing you use? I don't know. It's going to require investigation and science and research for how to use the filters. Unless chat knows. Chat, do you know? Have you been watching? Nope. I'll have to go find a video. Because the redstone filter base, does Ender IO have a book? I don't think they do. I think they have a wiki. Let's just look. Plate, filter, spawners, location printout, blocks of the alloy, the fused quartz, which is important in crafting later. We know that much. All kinds of fancy things in Ender IO that I haven't seen before. There's the enchanter. We can make any enchanted book we want ever just using resources. Those are actually really fun. Like here, I'll make it because it's so worth it. So here's the enchanter. Basically what you do is if you look at the recipes, there we go. So for example, to make a Respiration 1 book, you need a book and quill, a glass bottle, and 3 lappies, and 10 XP. Let's do something more exciting. To make projectile protection 4, You need a book and quill, 64 leather, and 12 lappy, and 18 levels. And it just makes you the book, which is magical. So if you have an XP farm, which we do at the old base, if you have an XP farm, you can make any enchanted book. Including Fortune, which I think uses Lappy. So it's Lappy and Lappy. Oh, that's Luck of the Sea. What's Fortune? Soulbound, you need Ender Crystals. Riptide, you need Iron. Oh, Fortune requires Emeralds. Emeralds and Lappy and 27 levels. So it's the levels that are the real cost. But because we have Apotheosis, if you put 2 Fortune 2 books together, I think you get Fortune 4. 2 Fortune 3 books, you get Fortune 4 when you can math. See, the Enchanter's really useful. And it doesn't use power, it's pure XP, which is awesome. Okay, I'm looking for a book for Ender IO and I don't see one. All kinds of spawners. All kinds of the soul vials, we'll get to that. We can use a soul vial to trap entities and then use them to spawn those. It's like we can make an Enderman spawner. Not that we need to, because we can make Ender pearls out of our iron. But I don't see a guidebook for Ender IO. That's the Enderman Overhaul. That's Enderman Tanks. Ender's Delight. Nope. Filters and Ender IO. It's a mystery. Maybe we just use the filter mod. I mean, always true, always false, ors, ands, nots. Tag filter, mod filter. Block filters. I think that's really all we need. MBT custom. What's a block filter cost? There we go. It's paper and wool. That's spectacularly cheap. So a block filter. And it looks like this. But how do I set it? Right click, shift right click. Always true filter, max count filter. How do I make a custom filter? There's a custom filter. Oh, filter. I have to type it. That's bizarre. Oh. Maybe that's if you know the tags you want to do. I don't want to do that. Well, block filters. But how do you set them? Do you put them in the crafting grid with the block? No. Yet another mod I'm going to have to look up to see how it works. Yay. Technology. We've done a lot today. We moved the storage over here. We found the end portal. I will do my best to stay up and get some phantom membranes between now and the next time we meet so we can kill the Ender Dragon. Because I really would like to get a pair of elytra and be able to whip around the end and kind of see what's there, because it's an improved end environment. It's got all kinds of cool stuff we haven't seen yet. But that will be on Monday of next week. In the meantime, you can catch me on Friday morning streaming with physics in our vanilla world, which should be a lot of fun this week. And I think that's all we have time for today. Thank you all very much for watching. You are all, every single one of you, the shiny stuff that awesome is made of, and I really appreciate it. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.